Hi everyone, Dan Dugan here from Edge Small Business Consulting, and today I've got Stephen Hams here with us from Edge Small Business Consulting as well. How are you, Stephen?
Yeah, I'm pretty well. Thanks for asking.
It's all right. Today, Stephen, I've got three quick questions for you on some key business metrics. Are you ready to go?
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
Fantastic. All right. So basically, the first question I've got for you, Stephen, is um, can you think of three key business metrics that every small business owner should really know and understand?
Yeah, look, I can think of at least three, but I guess to start with, the first would be cash flow. I think that cash flow basically means that we've got more cash coming in that is going out, and we need to know that now, and we need to know what's going to happen in the future. So I would say 3 months is probably a minimum, and 12-month forecast would probably be even more useful. That allows us to to make those plans a little way in advance and know if we're going to run out of money anytime soon. And I think from that we would probably need to look at our personal expenditure. Small businesses especially can sometimes remove too much money from their business, and they're not aware that that's happening. We don't want to run out of working capital, just as you don't want to live outside your means, which means that you'll be able to meet tax obligations and bills and things when they come due in the future. I guess finally, the most obvious one is profit. Every business needs to know how they're traveling. They need to know it regularly, and they need to be able to make decisions regularly, and then they need to be able to make changes if they need to.
No, that's perfect, Stephen. That's really good advice. Um, you know, there's 150,000 different metrics that that are really important for small businesses, but I think you hit the nail on the head with cash flow being pretty much right up there because without cash, you don't sort of survive. So no, they're very good points, Stephen. Thank you very much.
No, and the difference
Um,
the difference between cash flow and profit obviously is important too.
hmm, absolutely. So in terms of actually tracking these metrics, what are some of your suggestions on how business can actually, I guess, track these and be able to monitor these on a regular basis?
Sure. I guess using your accounting system is important, having it set up correctly so that it shows the information that you need to know. Using a bookkeeper uh, that can then help you to not only enter the figures, but also explain them on a timely basis. Having a good accountant is then also important, and being able to talk to them regularly. There's no point waiting until you can't pay a bill, or alternatively, until you've got too much cash and you don't know what to do with it before you ask for help. It's by that time it's sort of too late. Do it often and do it early, I guess. Finally, be interested. Never stop learning about finances and financial issues and how they impact your business.
No, that's perfect. That's absolutely perfect. And I think you've hit the nail on the head in terms of really leaning on your advisors, whether that be bookkeepers, accountants, or whoever, and using those systems because the information's there. If you provide the information to your bookkeeper or your accountant, that information is there for you to digest. But if you don't provide that information they need, then it's a lag between when you get the numbers and things like that. So no, I think that's really good advice, Stephen. Thank you very much. The last question
No
I've
problem.
got for you, Stephen, is I guess very much similar to that point, but how important is it that business owners know their numbers?
Yeah, look, it's very important. Um, it's pretty similar, you're right, to the last two questions in a way. I've touched on those things, but that age old saying, failing to plan is planning to fail. It's old fashioned, but it's true. Thinking about the future is important, and mapping out how you're going to get there is important. So I recommend that owners use a good bookkeeper and engage with them often. Um, For example, actually, I was thinking I used to work with a bookkeeper who was so good at teaching his clients and providing them with info that he almost trained himself out of a job. He was teaching them how to extract their own numbers and what have you from their system, and that's important. But what he was really doing was developing a positive relationship with his clients, and they asked questions and they provided information, and together then they were able to make the decisions for their business and its future. That way there's really no surprises. You know exactly we don't know exactly what's going to happen, but you've planned as best you can for what's going to happen.
Absolutely. And I think just further to that, I think budgets and forecasts are really underrated for a business. Something I've noticed in a lot of small businesses is they just don't see put the effort into a forecast or a budget. Even if it's just 1 year out, doesn't have to be the full 3 and 5 years, although they're really good.
Yep.
It just gives direction for that business. And then it also helps you scenario plan. So if you're going to upscale, what's your future plans for, how much money you're going to need to achieve those plans. So I think, knowing your numbers is really, really important as a business owner, and having, again, those advisors in place to help you out. So great advice again, Stephen. Thank you very much. I hope everyone enjoys the rest of their day. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Bye-bye.